Hello and welcome to another video review, this time about new multispectral binoculars by Hikmicro, the Habrok 4K with a magnification from 5.5 to 22 by 60. The founders of Hikmicro started investments in thermal technology in 2008, and 8 years later, in 2016, the company was founded. In 2018, Hikmicro released their first product, and since then the expansion and growth went very fast. Today, Hikmicro offers all kinds of thermal and night vision products for outdoor and industrial use, and is currently one of the leading companies in this industry. The headquarters and manufacturing facilities are located in China. The Habrok binoculars, as I said, are multispectral devices, which means they feature an optical module with which you can observe during the day in all colors, but also during the night in a black and white image. These binoculars feature also a thermal vision sensor, so detecting warm objects during the night is very easy and very fast. Habrok binoculars are, compared to Raptor series, the more affordable multispectral devices by Hikmicro. These binoculars were introduced this year, so 2024, at the EVA fair in Nuremberg, and the Habrok 4K is the second device in the Habrok series, and it features the same housing than the previous model. The main difference is in the sensor, or in the sensors. The Habrok has a better thermal sensor, and this one, Habrok 4K, has a better optical sensor. For comparison, the thermal sensor in the Habrok, so in the model HE25, has a resolution of 384 by 288, or in the HQ35, the resolution of the thermal sensor is 640 by 520 in 12 microns. In this one, so in the 4K version, the thermal sensor has only a resolution of 256 by 192 pixels, also 12 microns. And the Habrok has, so the other models, the Habrok also features a bigger objective lens, which is 35 millimeters and not 25 like on this model. Now, where the 4K really shines is in the optical sensor, which has now a 4K resolution, so 3840 by 2160 pixels, and not even the Raptor, which is much more expensive, does not feature such a good optical sensor. What is also very interesting about this device is the price, which comes for just under 1,500 euros, which is, in my opinion, a really great price point for such a device. Now, if I start with the housing, the Habrok and Habrok 4K are made from a magnesium housing, so this entire part here is made from magnesium, and it has some rubberized parts on the side for added protection and for more ergonomics. The entire device is also not so slippery with these rubber inserts. Now, the eyepieces are made from rubber, as you can see, and they also feature these protective pieces here on the side, which can be flipped back if you don't like them, and these are there to protect or during the day that you get no sunlight inside when you look through the device, so you have a better image, and during the night no light can escape so you are completely invisible during the night. Then here we have the diopter setting, which is for both eyes separately, and the diopter setting is very easy to adjust. As you can see, it feels very smooth, and it is also rubberized for great grip. Then here we have the interpupillary distance, which can be adjusted from 60 millimeters up to 74 millimeters, and with this adjustment range, I think it will fit most of the users. On the side here we have the mounting for mounting the straps, which are included of course with the device itself, and if we start here on the bottom, we have here a USB-C port where you can connect the device to your PC or some other accessories. Then here we have for the mounting on a tripod with a mounting adapter included, which is basically just a riser, so it will fit every tripod on the market. Then we have here on the sides the battery compartments, which fits in this case, which fits two 18650 batteries, but the device can operate also only with one battery. Then on the front here we have just the attachments for the objective covers. Now from the top we have here 6 buttons which are rubberized, so you can see here. More of the functions of the buttons I will talk more later in the video. Then on the front we have the objectives for the focusing on the right side. So this one here is for the thermal sensor, the focusing, and on the left side is for the optical sensor, the focusing. The focusing for both feels really smooth, and it is also rubberized for a great grip. As you can see here, the objective covers stay in place, so you cannot lose them during the night, which is really nice. Now on the front we have a 25 millimeters objective lens on the thermal sensor, and for the optical sensor it is 30 millimeters. Here we have infrared illuminator, and with rotating you can adjust the beam of the infrared light. So if you observe objects or animals at a longer distance, you have to make a small beam so that the infrared light is more pointy and you have a better image. And finally on the under the infrared light we have a laser range finder, which works up to 1000 meters. Now what I forgot to mention on the optical sensor, because in the name of the device stays 5.5 to 22 by 60, which does not mean 60 millimeters lens like on traditional optics, but the 60 millimeters is the focal length in this device. Now the entire housing is IP67 waterproof, which means it is completely water and dust proof, and the operating temperature is from -30 degrees up to 55 degrees Celsius. Now for the size, the device is 223 millimeters long, 138 millimeters wide, and the height is 68.2 millimeters. The weight is 795 grams without the batteries. With batteries it's 890 grams, and because all of the users will use the carrying strap, with it it's 930 grams, which is, in my opinion, still quite lightweight for so many features this device offers. Now the startup time is, I have to say, very fast. It is approximately 5 seconds till we get the picture, and you can already start observing. And if you wait another 5 seconds, then all the data appears in the display, and also you can enter the menu. The device, of course, features also video recording and connecting capabilities with a cable and also with the Wi-Fi module. The device itself is made in China, and it comes with a 2 years warranty. Now, what is also nice, if you register your product, you will get another 180 days of warranty additionally. Now, for the batteries, which are located here in these battery compartments. So here, and the battery can be very easy taken out like this, and also very easy put back on. You just have to push it in, and the cover can all like this be closed. So really simple, and the battery compartment features also a small lock, so you cannot open the battery compartment accidentally. The batteries inside are these here. You get 4 batteries with the device, and these are 18650 type batteries with the capacity of 3200 milliamp hours. So combined with 2 batteries, 6400 milliamps, and this is for approximately 8 hours of continuous use, which is quite a lot. And with additional batteries you get then approximately 16 hours of on time. The design of these, or that they choose these batteries, I think is really a nice choice, because you can use standard 18650 batteries, which are available in many stores, and they are very cheap also. The Type-C port here on the bottom can be used for charging, so you can charge the batteries directly through the device, and you can use also a power bank if you think that these batteries will not be enough when you go out for hunting or observing. What is also really nice is that Hikmicro supplies also a very nice battery charger with the device, with again 4 batteries, and this is a universal charger which fits, as you can see here, many different types of batteries, so you can use it for all these batteries which maybe you have already lying around at home. So you can use this charger then for many other things also. The device itself features also a power indicator, which is in the screen, and it shows also if only 1 battery is inserted. Okay, now if we go further, for the thermal sensor, which is in the right tube of the device. It is an uncooled Vox sensor with a resolution of 256 by 192 pixels, which is not a lot for 2024 in my opinion. It has a 12 microns pixel size, and the refresh rate of the thermal sensor is 50 Hz. The NETD of this device is 35 millikelvins, which is quite good, so you see quite a lot of temperature differences. And the lens aperture is 1.0. It has a 25 millimeters objective lens, and the detection range of this device is 1200 meters. It has 3 calibration modes: automatic, manual, and semi-automatic. The magnification is 4.3 up to 17.2, so really a lot. And the field of view of this device is 12.2 by 9.3 meters at 100 meters, so it is not a big field of view, and because of this I think it is perfect for observing on longer distances. The minimal focus in the description of the device stays 3 meters, but what I tested, it is rather 0.3 meters, so you can focus really on very close objects, and on very close objects you also get really great details. Now, even though it is a low quality sensor built in this device, with the big minimal magnification it is still very useful, and it still makes a decent picture in my opinion. Of course, this thermal sensor is not designed to offer a great image quality, but it is mainly there to find warm objects. So if you're observing or if you are out hunting on a range where you have longer distances, you really quickly find the warm object, and then you can switch to the 4K optical sensor to see the details. Now, what is the best part of it? Because of the low quality thermal sensor, the device can be still offered at lower costs. If you have a high quality thermal sensor, then of course the prices go dramatically up. Now, for the optical sensor, which is located in the left barrel of the device, is a 1.88 inch CMOS sensor with a resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels, and the focal length is 60 millimeters, and the aperture is 2.2. The refresh rate of this sensor is also 50 Hz, and the magnification through this sensor is 5.5 to 22 times. So really big magnification. And the field of view is even a bit smaller than with the thermal sensor, with 12 meters by 7.2 meters at 100 meters. In the description or in the manual states that you can focus on objects up to 8 meters, but what I tried, it's much less. Even at 2 meters you can perfectly focus on the objective, and you have a great picture quality. Now for the night observation, this sensor works perfectly fine if there is some light available, but in complete darkness you will need the infrared illuminator, which is available in 2 models, either 850 nanometers or 940 nanometers wavelength. The model HE25L has an 850 nanometers infrared illuminator, and like this one, the HE25LN has a 940 nanometers infrared illuminator. The max viewing range at night or in complete darkness with the 840 nanometers it's 400 meters, and with the 940 nanometers it's 350 meters, which is still quite a lot. Now for the display. It is a 0.49 inch OLED display with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels, and it is a very nice and big display, so it is very comfortable to look through the device. And of course this device can also capture videos and photos, and it has an internal memory of 64 gigabytes, which is quite a lot, so you get you can save a lot of pictures and videos. And it also features a built-in microphone, so you can have a full video with everything, also with the sounds when you record it. You can connect also the device to a smartphone with a Hikmicro side app, with Wi-Fi, or with a cable to a PC or other accessories. The laser rangefinder is located here under the infrared illuminator, and the maximal range is 1000 meters and the minimal range is 10 meters. The accuracy is plus and minus 1 meter, and with a short press of this button, the device directly starts to measure the distance, and in the menu you can choose for how many seconds the device measures the distance. It starts with only a one measurement if you click, up to I think 60 seconds of measurements, and you will get constant readings when you look through the device. To turn it off, you have to make 2 short presses and measurement stops. The laser rangefinder, from what I tried, is very good, and I got constant readings up to 960 meters, which was the maximal range which I could try from my position. Now for the buttons, which are located here. Now the button here on the left, the first one here, is the power button. When you press, you enter the standby mode, or you enter the or you wake up the device, so to save the battery. And if you hold it, you can turn on or turn off the device. Here the next button is the capture button, which with a short press you make a photo, and with a long press you start or stop recording the videos. This button here is the measurement button, which is for the laser rangefinder. On the right side we have the mode button. With a short press you change the palettes in the thermal with the thermal, and also you can go out of the thermal and enter the optical mode, so to switch to the other side of the device. When you're in the menu button or in the menu, this button serves also to move in the menu up. The next button is the menu. When you are not in the menu, with a short press you enter the menu, and in the menu this button serves to confirm or to set parameters. With a long press of the button, you exit the menu. And lastly, this button here is for the zoom. With the short press, you switch to the digital zoom, and when you continuously press the zoom button, you go up, 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 and then the next time you go again back to the minimal magnification. When you're in the menu, this button serves also to go down in the menu. Okay, now for the menu itself, I can show you directly through the app. Okay, now this is the app on the phone, and as you can see here, the Habrok 4K is now connected, and under this we have the live view, album, then to register the product, and some product info. If we enter the product info, we see that the device is connected, serial number, and some other data. And here we have on the middle of the screen we have the device upgrade, and if we enter this, in this section we can check for updates. If some are available, then you can update the device directly through the phone. Okay, now if we go back and if we enter the live menu, now I have activated all of the features in the binoculars, so only for the purposes of this video. And as you can see on the right upper corner, we have the laser rangefinder, where if we make a measurements, the distance stays there in the top. We have meters or yards. Then on the right side is what is the degrees to our target. If we look to the upper side or down, then it states now that there is a weak signal, which is for the GPS, because I'm indoors now. Then on the bottom we see is the compass, which is a digital compass built inside of the device. And with the GPS, what I forgot to mention, if we make photos and videos, the position is saved in the image or video, so you can immediately see where you make these photos or videos. Now on the left side, on the upper side is the date, then we have time, then is this for the settings. The next one is for that we have a connection to a phone. Then we have the battery percentage, or it is half full now, and on the bottom we see that it is on 5.5 times magnification. Now if I enter the menu, this is now the menu which is directly in the binoculars itself. First of all, we have brightness from 1 to 10. Then we have contrast, again 1 to 10. Zoom Pro, we can enable or disable it, which means when we zoom in, when enabled, we have a better picture. Smart Infrared, we have here different settings, and this is for the infrared illuminator. If we with the smart infrared, it makes the intensity by himself. If the device thinks it has to go up with the setting, then or that it makes the infrared beam stronger, it makes this automatically, and you don't need to go or you don't need to change anything on the device, which and the smart infrared, I think it is the best one. From what I tried, it works really well, and if you observe objects on a longer distance, it makes the infrared stronger, and this is much better and easier to observe or to do. Now the next thing is the advanced settings. When we enter this mode, we have the tone, cold or warm. With cold it's more bluish color, and with warm it's more orange, a little bit more orange. The sharpness of the images, we have I think 1 to 5. It is more if the image is more pixelated or more smooth, and I think or what I tried on the 2 and 3 is the most usable in my opinion. Next thing, we have the scene mode, recognition or jungle. Then we have the laser ranging, as I previously said, 1 times or up to 60 seconds of continuous ranging of the laser rangefinder. Then hotspot is to connect the binoculars to your external device like a phone or tablet. Automatic screen off, so it automatically detects if you look through the device or not, and it automatically shuts off to save the battery life. Then on the second page we have the audio, so the microphone to turn it on and off. Then hot tracking means you will get if you will be notified where on the image is the warmest point. Then we have albums. Here you can look through all the videos and photos which you make with the device. Then we have custom palettes. I think white hot, black hot and optical are the only needed in my opinion, and if you don't need, let's say, fusion or red hot, you can just disable it in here, so you can more quickly go through all of the settings directly with the button when you just observe. Then function settings, the GPS, compass, on-screen display, what you want to have everything displayed on the screen, or the brand logo, auto FFC or image calibration. As I said, there are 3 available, and DPC means defective pixel repair. If you notice a defective pixel, you can go up on this pixel and the device will repair it by its own. And next side is the burn prevention, so that the device will notice and will prevent any burning in the screen. Okay, now this is the menu through the device itself, and on the phone we have almost all the settings also available, which when we enter the setting button on the right upper side just under the battery, we have here laser ranging, hour, 12 or 24. Then if we want to display the date or overlay timestamp, and if you want to have the microphone on and or off. On the lower side of the screen we have the brightness, which is from 1 to 10. The same is with the contrast, 1 to 10. Then we have the zoom. We can manually zoom in on the phone also, which is perfect in my opinion if you have the device on a tripod. So you have a very stable image. Then we have the different palettes. The next button is to calibrate the device or to calibrate the thermal sensor, and the last one here is the laser rangefinder. So as it's now in the settings, I have continuous measurement up to 5 seconds. And on the lower side of the display we can look to the images or make videos or photos directly with the phone. Now, what do you get with the device, or what is everything in the package? First of all, this carrying strap, which can be attached directly to the device here. Then this battery charger, as I said, a really nice battery charger for charging very or different kinds of batteries. Then we have a cable from USB to USB-C for the battery charger, a carrying bag for the charger itself or for different accessories. Then we have here the mounting adapter, or just an extension of the mounting of the device, with a thread of 1/4 inch by 20, which is a standard thread. Then we have here additional batteries, so all in all 4 are included. Then cleaning cloth, a small letter for the Hikmicro site app, and the QR codes where you can download the apps directly, and a quick start guide with many different explanations and how to use or how to start using the device, and more detailed guide is also available with a I think QR code inside of the of this book here. And now for a short summary. First of all, what are the positives about the Habrok 4K? First of all, the optical sensor and image quality. I have to say it is one of the best, or if not the best, digital sensors in the device, which is perfect. You can zoom in and you still have a very good pictures, and the details are very good through this device. Then the second thing is that the device for this price point features a thermal sensor, which is good enough in my opinion for detecting, and you can also see what kind of animal it is, so it is not as bad in my opinion. Then the build quality itself of the device, it is very well made, and all the parts or everything on the device has a very high quality. It is very high quality. Then laser rangefinder, from what I tried, is a really good laser rangefinder, and I got constant readings up to 960 meters, which is really good. Then ergonomics of the device, they feel like normal binoculars, and all the buttons on the device are very well accessible with both hands, so really well designed. Then the batteries, 18650 batteries, which are very cheap, widely available, and then the battery life of 8 hours is really a lot. And lastly, in my opinion, is the price, which is 1,500 euros, and I think this is well worth it. It is a really well or really good device for such a price. Now, where do I see room for improvements? First of all, in the battery compartment lock, which is this one here, it is very easy to open. I think this can happen accidentally, and if you open this lock accidentally, it can very easily happen that the battery compartment opens. And the second thing is the big magnification of the thermal sensor. I think it would be better if the magnification would be a bit lower, so finding thermal signatures, it would be much faster, but the downside of this, of course, would be a little bit lesser quality of the image. Okay, now all in all, I think this is a perfect device, especially for young hunters, because they can make photos and videos of animals, to look at them later and to study them, or of course to analyze the antlers, which is then on a picture much easier. Okay, now I hope you found this video review useful, and if you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe.